It all leads to this moment. It started with stepping out and discovering what you're capable of. Planning your future while learning, serving, and getting a real collegiate experience. Because the place you start can change everything. Itawamba Community College. You belong here.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
that's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renasant Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renasant Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renasant Rewards Extra.
Good afternoon and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the ICC Hour here on SuperTalk Mississippi, 101.9 FM. As always, the ICC Hour is being brought to you by our friends over at Renasant Bank. I do invite you to visit Renasant Bank so you can find out what's next. We're going to jump right into it, another jam-packed show this week, and we're going to talk a little ICC golf with Coach Taylor Boggs. Coach, thanks for joining me this afternoon.
Yeah, appreciate it. It's an honor to be here, ready to talk some golf.
Well, Coach, you wrapped up the regular season, getting ready to head into the postseason play, but, golf is interesting. You got basically two seasons, kind of. You got the first half of the season that's in the fall, and now the spring season comes up. And, I tell you what, you guys have been playing really well here in the spring half of the season.
Yeah. Like I tell my guys, it's a 2-semester sport. It's a long season. The fall semester is kind of more of a warm-up semester. Obviously, it goes towards, postseason rankings, postseason awards, things like that. But it's kind of just a way to give the guys experience in college golf that haven't had it, maybe incoming freshmen, stuff like that, maybe transfers that didn't get a chance to play at the team before. And then the springtime, it's showtime. So we started out the spring great, had a top 5, the first tournament of the spring semester. Then it's kind of been up and down since then. We've had good rounds, was in second place after one round down at the Tommy Snell Invitational, then just kind of couldn't repeat that same success the next 2 rounds. But we've proven that we can shoot good enough to hang with the big dogs. We just got to do it for 2 days.
Yeah. And, of course, I played golf here at ICC, and a lot of people don't realize this, and they think, well, you're just saying that about every sport here. But, man, everybody knows the MACCC for football, baseball, softball. Man, every sport, basketball, golf, volleyball, if we had badminton, it'd be it too. But, man, every sport in the MACC is good because, there have been teams that have won and made chases for national titles. So you're going against some really top quality opponents out there.
Right. I look at it as a blessing. We get to go against the top teams in the nation every time we tee it up. I tell my guys when I'm recruiting, if you want to play against the best, come to the MACCC. I mean, it's that simple. We usually have around 4 or 5 teams ranked in the top 15. This year we're a little bit down, but still great competition. We're going against the back-to-back national champions, so every single time we play, it's really a measuring stick to see where we are nationally, not just regionally. So. It's all about peaking at the right time. All these tournaments give my players some experience, and we can kind of clean some stuff up that we did wrong and then learn from things that we did well. But it really does just come down to the conference championship. If we can show out, play well enough to go to regionals, then that's one check on our list. So again, we've proven we can do it. Just have to do it for 2 days.
There you go. And now, Coach, I know there's a lot of people that help pour into the program, but one we want to talk about mostly, I believe, is River Birch.
Yes.
Is where I don't want to call it our home course, but is where we practice and do a lot of things there. Just talk about the crew out there at River Birch and how they're helping build the program here as well.
Yeah, super appreciative to everybody that helps out with ICC Golf. It's a big effort since golf's a little different. You don't have a court or a field that you play on campus on all the time. So a little bit of travel is needed. The people at River Birch are amazing people. We also go to Tupelo National some as well, and they've done great things for us too, giving us access to their facilities. Have to give a shout out to Kelly Bowen in Smithville as well for allowing us to use his facilities while it's been cold with the ice storm and stuff like that. And also backswings in Tupelo has helped out a lot as well. So a lot of people are involved in this program and super appreciative for them allowing us to use their facilities and help young men improve their golf game.
And that's one thing, too. You get to use those unique facilities. You get to play a lot of the best courses in the state whenever you play in this. And then so, you really get a lot of people don't really think about this, but you really get a great experience, not only one, being a member of the ICC family, but being a member of that golf team. You talked about it, backswings, really cool spot. You at Riverbirds, Tupelo National, Smithville, places like that. But then you also get to go play some really good courses that you don't have to pay for being a play, so it's a lot of perks to it.
Right. I tell my guys it's a privilege to play college golf. It's a privilege definitely to play in this conference. There's been, in my 4 years, I've gotten 4 guys to the next level, looking like maybe a little foreshadowing, maybe 5 after this year. So this conference really, develops players and coaches at the next level know that. So they're all the time calling coaches in this conference to see what we got. And, kind of going off of that, it's just they know we've been playing the good courses, and they know the courses stack up to the same competitive level at the next level. So it's a great conference, a great place to get started in your college career. And, again, the college coaches at the next level know you're going to be ready to play for them.
Well, Coach, tell us about the guys on the team and just I know you can't really break them down. Other point shooting guard, he shoots this, but just talk about your guys on the squad.
Yeah, so I got 2 sophomores this year, Ketch Edge and Harvey Taylor. Ketch is from Columbus, Harvey's from England. Harvey was actually a transfer from Jones last year. He's stepped right up and played a big part this year. Ketch has been a steady presence on the team all year long. And then I got a lot of freshmen. I have Max King from England. He's had a great year this year. Malone Richardson from the Kosciuszko area. He's kind of been dealing with the back issue all year. But when he plays well. Just kind of going down the list. You got Brooks McElmore from Alabama. He's been very steady all year as well, coming in and playing a lot of tournaments this year. Andrew Freeman from New Albany. He's stepped up when he needed to play a few times. Carter C. from Morville. I got Rhonda McKinney from around the Olive Branch area. Bentley Dill from the Mantachie area. So I have a lot of freshmen, and we're looking to keep developing those guys and add to this kind of foundation that we've built here. And I think this recruiting class coming in is going to be very special as well.
We're talking with Coach Taylor Boggs about the ICC Golf program here on the ICC Hour. Coach, you talked about development. It's very unique is golf because it seems like everybody's got a swing coach. Of course, this is how much it's developed since I've played. But, it's one of those that if you're good enough, you really don't want to mess with a kid's swing once they get here. So what part of the games are you developing to help them improve on the collegiate level? Right.
So I like to tell people, definitely my friends that ask me for swing advice, hey, I'm a golf coach, not a swing coach.
There you go.
Now, again, I know the fundamentals. I know where the club's supposed to be, where your hand's supposed to be, ball position, all that good stuff. But exactly like you said, it's kind of I kind of reach more into the mental side of the game, course management. Really making a game plan for attacking each course. Coaches draw up plays in basketball, football, everything like that to give the players the most opportunity to be successful. And that's kind of my job. So, if one of my players have a swing coach, I'll talk to the swing coach, kind of see how their lesson went, and then just kind of supervise from there.
Right.
But yeah, I really dive deep into the mental game. I'm a big fan of Dr. Bob Rotella. He's helped multiple guys on the PGA Tour and things like that. He helped my putting out. So if he can do that, he can do anything. But yeah, big time in the mental game. I can, short game is kind of different from the full swing. So you can kind of tweak the short game a little bit. So I like to do that. Definitely in college golf, short game is huge. You gotta save strokes as however you can, and around the greens, you can definitely save some strokes. So That's kind of what I focus on. As
that 90 yards in.
Yes,
it's big time there. So
that's right.
Well, Coach, you're getting ready for the conference tournament April 13th through the 14th down at Brookhaven, the Old Brook Golf Course, or is it called just Old Brook?
That's correct, Old Brook.
So just talk about previewing that and getting ready to go into that push of postseason.
Yeah, so we actually just recently added that course back to our schedule last year. So that was the first time I've been there since my state championship in 2007. I'm starting to date myself a little bit, but it's a great course, great layout, really fun layout, and honestly, I think it really matches up to our strengths. Okay. We got a couple of long knockers on the team, but overall, we hit the ball straight and not too far, but not short to get us out of the hole. So this course isn't super long. It's got a lot of dog legs to it. Greens are really firm, so you got to be good around the greens. I'm looking forward to it. I think we've, like I said earlier, shown flashes. We did prove in our first term of the spring that we can qualify for regionals by getting that top 5. So I'm pumped. I'm looking forward to the opportunity, and I know my guys are ready to show them what they got. Hopefully save the best for last there.
Absolutely. We do encourage you to visit letsgoicc.com to find out more about the golf team, read about their season they've had so far, and hopefully read about a good, strong season, postseason push as well. Coach, if there's anybody out there that's interested in getting involved with, maybe helping with the golf team, how can they contact you?
Yeah, so feel free to email me. My email is tdboggs, BOGGS, at iccms.edu. You can also follow us on any of our social media pages. We have a great Facebook page. We have a great Instagram page. Gore and the guys here in the media team do a great job of keeping everybody updated on what we're doing. And, any of those outlets, feel free to reach out, and I'd be happy to respond.
Well, Coach, I appreciate those kind words. Good luck to you guys as y'all head into postseason play, and hopefully make that regional push and beyond. That's right. I'm looking forward to it, looking forward to the opportunity, and Roll Tribe. We'll be back with more of the ICC Hour here on SuperTalk 101.9 FM.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
that's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renasant Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renasant Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renasant Rewards Extra.
ICC fans, we've got you covered like never before. The all-new Let'sGoICC.com is your award-winning home for everything ICC athletics, and when it's game time or showtime, head to Let'sGoICCTV.com, the official streaming home for ICC athletics, fine arts, and other special events. Watch it live or on demand anytime, anywhere. Let'sGoICC.com and Let'sGoICCTV.com, your front row seat for all things ICC.
Mr. Palomalo?
Yeah.
You need any help?
Mm-mm.
You want my Coke Zero?
Nah.
Really? You can have it.
A Coke Zero and a smile.
We're Coke brand managers.
Coke Zero stole our taste, and they are not stealing our commercial.
Hey, that was for me.
Is he coming? Is he coming?
Coke Zero has a life. Have a Coke
hey, kid.
Zero and a smile.
Cats.
Da, 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 da.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
I wish we could get a stuffed crust pizza at a great price.
Get Little Caesars new large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49.
Look at that delicious crust.
Talk about more bang for your buck.
What did you say? Deal Deer hates two things: bad pizza deals and deer puns.
He's fine. And $9.49 new large stuffed crunch crust is the lowest price in stuffed crust. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza. It feels like the deck is stacked against you before you even start your business. What's the difference between someone who fails and someone who succeeds? To succeed, you need an edge. You might invent technology that nobody else can imagine. Maybe you make the perfect product with the perfect fit. But what every successful business has is a bank that is there for them. Instead of saying slow down, a bank that asks, what's next? Renasant Bank, understanding you.
It all leads to this moment. It started with stepping out and discovering what you're capable of. Planning your future while learning, serving, and getting a real collegiate experience. Because the place you start can change everything. Itawamba Community College. You belong here.
1.9 FM. As always, the ICC Hour is being presented to you by our friends over at Renasant Bank. You can find out what's next by visiting RenasantBank.com. We're going to talk about a program here at ICC. It's a relatively new program, but a really unique program as we talk about the core program. And real quick, before we get into it, let you guys introduce yourselves and kind of tell everybody what you do here at ICC.
All right, my name is Tim Clouse. I am the core coordinator for ICC, and I'm also the chairman over the legal studies department.
I'm Jason Dickinson. I'm the police chief here at ICC, and I help out with the core program also.
So I am in the safest room on campus right now.
We would hope so.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. All right. So Tim, real quick, tell everybody what the core program is.
Core program is basically we're taking in students and we're what I describe as putting them through a mini academy. We're going to get them in shape. We're going to give them classes that they need to succeed if they're going into the field of law enforcement. We're also going to be adding an aspect of forensics into the program. Some of you may know that the past we've had MHP Corps. Mm-hmm. We are now taking that program over and now offering it to all 5 counties within our district. So anybody coming in will have the opportunity to participate in Corps. It's going to just on top of the additional classes, the classes that they normally take during school hours. We're going to offer them another 2.5 hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays to get more in depth into the criminal justice system.
Now, here's the ironic thing. This is actually what I was going into before switching gears and actually becoming in the world of sports. So this is something, when you said the forensics, that was the kind of spark for me there. Chief, let's kind of just touch on this real quick. From the point of view as from law enforcement, how does a program like this really kind of help these kids kind of guide them a little bit better into going into that?
Well, one thing I do is I teach at the police academies, and as I'm sitting there teaching, I look out to those new cadets and what could benefit them. And me and Tim, we've talked about it through our careers. We look back. The benefit is they get an early round of what will be going on in the training academy. They'll get the courses that they'll need. They'll have a leg up on everything. When they get in there in that academy, they'll say, hey, we've already done that. I'm good at that. And it helps recruit through all the 5 counties, the agencies. We want those agencies that is part of our program to know when these students leave ICC, they're already prepared for the academy. And it's an easy transfer from ICC through the academy, and they'll be able to get a good product when they hire them.
And Tim, kind of talk about how it does prepare them for the academy. I know I see the kids out there sometimes. They're going through their drills. They're running, and I'm tired watching them. On that end. So, but it really is a unique class because it's not where you're sitting in class all day listening to an instructor, which is part of it.
It is,
but you actually are getting that real world experience, which to me is getting more and more valuable every day.
Right, absolutely. The benefit to this is, like Chief said, is we're preparing them to go to the academy. When I went to the academy, and I'm sure Chief can attest to this, I didn't know what to expect. And it was a major eye opener for me.
Oh, it was for me too. You
So-
know, that was almost 30 years ago, and it's completely changed the academy and the programs that they do now. But, you know, I went in with like, okay, where do I go from here?
Right. Yeah.
And it was a great experience, but it would have been nice to sort of know a little bit more going into it.
Yeah, it's there, and what we're trying to prepare them for is no surprises. All right, we're going to prepare them to be able to do their PT, which is physical training. We're also going to do a lot of hands-on stuff. We just recently acquired a firearm simulator.
Okay.
So we're going to be teaching firearms in a safe environment. We're incorporating a forensics lab. We're going to be doing simulated DNA testing, simulated drug testing, simulated blood typing, blood splatter. So we're going to be incorporating a lot of different things that we haven't been able to offer up until this point. And we think that it's going to be a valuable program, not only for ICC, but every agency that's within our district.
And we're talking about the core program here at Itawamba Community College. For more information, I encourage you to visit iccms.edu. That's iccms.edu. Is there a special link or anything on the site?
Not yet, but we're working on it.
Okay, so yeah, coming soon. So again, iccms.edu. We're talking to Tim Clouse and Chief Dickinson here about the program. And so how many other community college offers this, or is it very selective?
MHP had 3 colleges that were participating in the core program. We will be the only college within the state that I'm aware of that will be offering this program now.
And to think, just all the stuff you just went through, and Chief, you can lean in on this as well, that is so unique, so, for lack of a better word, awesome to think that that's being offered on a community college level here, right in the back door of here at ICC.
That's correct. One thing that the state law, you have to have 24 continuing ed hours every year if you're an officer, no matter if you're a police officer or deputy sheriff. With this core program, we're still going to be able to offer hours to those other officers that's already out there. So with those officers coming in training, the core kids training together, they're going to get a real good understanding of what the law enforcement side of it is. And it's going to benefit not only ICC, but it's going to benefit all the agencies that come here. One thing that they do not offer in the academy now is radar. Myself and Tim, we went and got instructor certified to teach radar. And that's going to be implemented in the core program this year. And so when the core students leave, they'll already be radar certified. And, you know, they just don't offer that now in the academies. So they're going to get extra certificates when they leave here that they may not get when they go to academy.
That was one of the things that we wanted to incorporate was different types of classes that we could offer that they will not get in the academy. Such as radar. I'm going to offer accident reconstruction. That's something that they will, unless a department told this particular student, this is what you're going to specialize in, they would not get that. A couple other things, instructor development. We're going to offer that to them. So they're going to get a lot of extra certificates that they would not normally get in the academy that their department would have to pay for,
right,
that we're offering for free.
And it's just another way that I'd like to say go above and beyond expectations here at ICC to better serve our students. But at the end of the day, it really is better serving the community because these students are going out, they're going to be, I don't want to say over-prepared because you never can be over-prepared, but they're going to have, like you said, a leg up on the competition when it comes to getting jobs, when it comes to being able to advance in the field. And I really think that's just an awesome thing that ICC can offer through the core program.
Yeah.
One thing that when you talk to the other agencies, we will be able to show them, I guess, like a product. And, you know, this is the student. We'll have a list or a checkoff list of everything they've done. And, hey, they pass or fail. So we'll show the sheriff or the chief that, and they'll be able to look at that, and they'll have a packet on that student. And we'll have the application in there for them. we'll have all kind of paperwork and certificates, and they'll go, hey, okay, that's a good idea. We like that. We're able to see that. We see your program. One thing we're doing is with the agencies, they are also going to be here and come and sit in on the classes, or some of them will even teach the class. So we're getting them involved to make the product grow even stronger.
That was going to be my next question is how involved are the other agencies, say it's around the surrounding areas? It seems like to me they would almost want to be a part of this because they're seeing the next generation coming up firsthand, be like, okay, I need to keep my eye on this kid. This kid's pretty sharp. Or like, hey, this kid, he really likes this. Let me help him lean into him a little bit more here. So just kind of, I guess how has this program grown? I remember when it started. So I guess you can both, and feel free to talk about this, but just look at the program from when it started on day one to where it is today. What type of growth have you seen that through the program?
Tremendous. That's the best word I can describe it. It's tremendous growth. We just had a junior preview day, and we had a QR code for them to sign in. I had 36 students who were interested in this program. So if I can get half of those, I'm going to be very, very happy.
Yes.
But we're getting a lot of interest, especially with the forensic side. Now, I do want to mention that we are going to offer 2 tracks.
Okay.
One for law enforcement and one for forensics.
Okay.
We're trying, since we are dealing with our legal studies program, we're going to also have to offer it to lawyers who want to go through our program for pre-law, and we're also going to have to offer it to forensics, people who are interested in just forensics. We do have those. Now, we do not have a forensics program,
right?
But with this program, you will learn the basics to be able to go to a senior college and take forensics. There's 2 colleges in Mississippi that we're aware of right now that offer a forensics degree. Southern offers it, and if I'm not mistaken, Delta State is working on getting that degree. So with that particular track, they don't have to do any physical training. There's no sense in them doing that,
Yes.
So that's the reason why we're offering the 2 tracks. One for law enforcement, which will do the physical part, and then the track 2 will be for those who are just interested in the forensics. The reason why we also want to offer it to the attorneys is they need to understand how this system works. They need to know how law enforcement interacts with the system. They need to know how law enforcement interacts not only with the criminals, but also with the courts. That way they'll have a better understanding of what they need to do when they're starting to present their case. They also need to understand how forensics works, all the basics, how it's tested, what the chain of custody, things like that. So that's the reason why we're offering it to everybody in our legal studies program.
Tim, if somebody is listening right now and just totally locked in, bought in, how can they contact you or someone at the college to get more information?
The best way would be to contact me at my email address. It's Clouse, CLOUSE, at iccms.edu.
Awesome. Now, kind of shifting gears a little bit, you got, of course, summertime's coming up. We've got tons of summer camps going on here at ICC, and you guys are actually offering a summer camp as well for 6th graders through 12th grade on July 13th through the 16th.
That's correct.
Kind of talk about the camp and what people can expect there.
Sure. This will be our 2nd year to have a summer camp for our criminal justice and our legal studies system. Last year we had, I think, right around 12 or 15 kids that came. They participated in everything from fingerprinting, how to fume for fingerprints, how to lift fingerprints, to investigating a homicide. They actually worked them through a mock crime scene where someone was basically shot. They also threw in a few push-ups in there just to get them, in the morning we want to get them woke up. So so we gave them a few push-ups in the morning. We taught them drill, how to march, things like that. They were very interested in it. This year we're hoping to expand that. We will be offering a 4-day camp where everyone can come in and just learn these techniques. And if they're interested, of course, we're going to try to get them signed up for our core program.
Yes, a great way of recruiting that as well. Now, you talked about all the things you're doing during the camp. Who all helps with that, Chief? Are you part of that as well during the camp and stuff? So kind of just talk about who all is part of that.
You get a lot of voluntold on stuff. So Yes, Campus Police will work with them, and we'll also get with other agencies and bring them in if they have anything they'd like to talk about and work with the students. So we'll get to do all that. We can always set up like a court scene for them and let them understand what a court scene is, and we can take them on a tour here locally and go show them the courthouse and how everything works. So we want to get them involved. We want them to, understand what it's all about. Me and Tim, we never had this when we started.
I'll be honest with you. I was just about to say, I'm kind of upset that it's limited through 6th through 12th grade, because if not, I'm signing up for it as well.
Yeah, so, it's just a good way to get and let the kids know that, law enforcement is here to help them and get them involved. Like the forensics is a big thing. Coming from criminal investigating side of it, that would have really helped going in. And if you could have something like that, and then when you go into the academy and then you go to the other schools once you get out, it would really benefit to have that knowledge.
Yeah, and I'd also like to add, I wish I had this when I went through the academy, because forensics is something that we dealt with, but we had no training on.
Right.
And it would be very beneficial to have had this when I went through the academy. And that's another reason why we're wanting to offer this, because you're going to get some things that's not offered in the basic academy. And then again, if you do get this, you're going to have to go to specialty schools that the department's going to have to pay for.
Right.
Guess what? You're already going to have it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're looking at. We're not only are we trying to invest in the students, but we're also trying to invest in the community by saving the community money by going ahead and offering these programs for them.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, Tim. Look from a administration standpoint, you look at these students here that's already had all this program stuff versus someone that has not went through it, they go, look, this is already trained.
Mm-hmm.
They've got the knowledge. It's going to move them ahead in the application process. And it's just a benefit all the way around, not only for ICC, it's a benefit for the community, it's a benefit for your agency you're going to be working for. And these students here, once they get here, the sky's the limit for them. And they'll be able to do so much more going from here. If they go on to a 4-year school, they're going to have that leg up again because they've already been through all this. And this is something that, I don't know of any other colleges offering this type of program right now.
Not in Mississippi. And another thing I want to touch on is we're not just going to cover law enforcement basics and some advanced courses, but we're also going to be talking about corrections because we have a lot of jails around here.
Yeah.
That was one of the concerns, is that there's not a whole lot of training for people going in the correction system. There are certain people who that's all they want to do. They want to be in the jail. We're also going to be giving some insight into the 911 system because since Mississippi has went to the enhanced 911 system, those are particular places where certain people will go, and that's all they want to do is do the 911 system. So we're going to be expanding on all of these programs. So like I said, when it comes to anything related to criminal justice, we're going to be touching on it.
That's awesome. Now, are there any opportunities that people can say come in and just do this program and then walk into a job? Or do you have to go, say, after this, go to a 4-year or other special training?
No, the only thing that's going to be required is that they have to be 21 because you have to be 21 to go into the law enforcement field, so simply because you have to carry a gun.
Right.
Now,
it's corrections.
And that's what I was going to say, unless you're going into the corrections or 911 field, then you can be 18. So if they come to us right after high school, they get a 2-year degree plus the core program. They can go straight into a job as a dispatcher or a jailer. If they come to us right out of high school and they want to go straight into law enforcement, what my suggestion would be, all right, get into the jail, get into the dispatch room, get that experience because that's something that you're not going to get once you get out on the street. So then that will also get you into the system, start working toward your retirement.
Yes.
And then you can, if you want to after that, then you can go into the field. So we've got all types of avenues for these people who are interested in it.
Absolutely. We've been talking about the core program today. So much great information. I do encourage you to visit iccms.edu. That's iccms.edu to learn more about it. You can find some contact information. Pretty sure we could probably talk another 20, 30 minutes about this program and still have more to talk about as well. So we'll try to track back a little bit closer to time when it comes to that camp. Again, the summer camp is scheduled for July 13th through the 16th. It'll be for grades 6 through 12. So you want to get in that for sure. We'll have more information a little bit later on whenever our camp's links get up and available as well. Guys, before I let you go, anything else you want to add?
No, just we hope that we get a lot of interest in the summer camp, and we will start enrolling folks into the core program starting in the fall. So if they are starting to register for ICC right now, and if they're interested in the core program, we'll go ahead and get them enrolled in that.
Yeah, it's just a win-win. It's a win for the college, a win for the community, win for all the agencies. It's just a win.
Well, guys, I appreciate your time today. As I said, we'll probably circle back around and talk about this when we get a little bit closer to camp as well. But appreciate your time, and hope you guys have a good day.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We'll be back with more of the ICC Hour right after this.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
That's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renasant Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renasant Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renasant Rewards Extra.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renasant Bank, Metro Ford in Tupelo, Little Caesars, Guaranteed Bank in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, Max Home, Bank Okolona, the ICC BSU, Samstown Market, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation, your Itawamba County State Farm Insurance Agent, Brandon Poland, and thanks to donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Mr. Palomalo?
Yeah.
You need any help?
Mm-mm.
You want my Coke Zero?
Nah.
Really? You can have it.
A Coke Zero and a smile.
We're Coke brand managers.
Coke Zero stole our taste, and they are not stealing our commercial.
Hey, that was for me.
Is he coming? Is he coming?
Coke Zero has a life. Have a Coke
Hey, kid.
Zero and a smile.
Cats.
Da, 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 da.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Look no further than Metro Ford. We have an incredible selection of F-150s, Explorers, Broncos, and so much more. Whether you're looking for a rugged truck for the job site or a family-friendly SUV, our expert team is here to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your lifestyle and budget. And with our streamlined financing process, getting behind the wheel of your dream car has never been easier. Stop by today and experience the Metro Ford difference. We're conveniently located at 1000 Barnes Crossing Road in Tupelo. Online at MetroFordAutoSales.com. That's MetroFordAutoSales.com.
ICC fans, we've got you covered like never before. The all-new Let'sGoICC.com is your award-winning home for everything ICC athletics, and when it's game time or showtime, head to Let'sGoICCTV.com, the official streaming home for ICC athletics, fine arts, and other special events. Watch it live or on demand anytime, anywhere. Let'sGoICC.com and Let'sGoICCTV.com, your front row seat for all things ICC.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renasant Bank, understanding you.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
And welcome back to the ICC Hour here on SuperTalk Mississippi, 101.9 FM. As always, the ICC Hour is being brought to you by our friends over at Renasant Bank. They are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting RenasantBank.com. We've got something really interesting to talk about now on the show. It's our Small Business Showcase Series. It's designed to connect customers with small businesses, owners, community members. The showcase provides opportunities to learn new skills, explore local-made products, and building lasting relationships throughout the area as well. The first showcase is going to be Magnolia Bread Company on April the 8th, and the second is going to be with Queen's Reward and 7 Acres Flowers on April the 27th. And we've got Miss Maggie Caldwell joining us today to talk about these events. And first off, Maggie, how you doing?
I'm good, Adam. Thanks for having me.
Well, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to join us here. If you will, kind of just talk about, before we get that started, let's just talk about the Small Business Showcase Series. And how did this idea kind of come together?
Well, we came up with this idea a couple of years ago to highlight our local small businesses. At ICC, we value our community partners, and this is one way for us to dive out into the community, make those connections, and maybe showcase a business that nobody knows about, or nobody knows the items that they offer or the services that they provide. So each spring, we try to highlight 3 businesses and just get the community out and involved. We have found that people are getting back out again and they value those experiences. So we try to provide that. So like for Magnolia Bread Company, for the $25 ticket price, you can go in to Blue Magnolia Bread, which is in Saltillo, and you learn how to fold bread. I know everybody during COVID, right, wanted to learn how to make bread, right?
Yes.
So I know I did and still haven't mastered any of it, but we've taste tested a whole lot. But you can go in and she will teach you how to fold the bread, and then you get to bake your own loaf, and therefore you get to take it home with you. And then while your loaf of bread is baking, you get to enjoy a coffee that they make there, and she teaches you all about sourdough bread and how to feed it and all of those things. So it's a really cool experience, and it's making sourdough bread is intimidating.
So I see that on TikTok. You know, there's people that do the sourdough bread, the cut, did it work perfect, did it fail, and stuff like that. So that could be something really fun to learn on that end. So
I'm really looking forward to it because it's something that I think once you see it done, you'll be like, oh, okay, I can do that, instead of just you have to feed it, you have to do all the things. I'm not.
I remember Madison and a couple of people, when they got married, you know, left on from here, they started doing the sourdough stuff. And they were like, well, I'll trade you this. And you do. I'm just like, it's sourdough.
Wait, what?
What's going on? So a great way to learn hands-on there. So, you know, with these type of events, what's the college wanting to kind of accomplish with the community in creating these events?
Well, it's basically to build that partnership with our community and provide an event that is open to anybody and everybody. We have different ones. We're even looking at one for the male side to maybe some golf or some cigars or something like that. So we're looking at that. It's just to help the community come up with an experience. Because people want something new and fun that you can go hang out with your girlfriends or your mom or your kids and just have a fun experience.
So you kind of talked about this on the sourdough side. We'll kind of look at it as overall for the small business series. But, you know, how would you describe this experience and what people can expect in this series?
Well, each experience, the business owner kind of gives us a breakdown of what all they offer. And then they like to highlight the different aspects of their business and just kind of walk us through either, like you said, making the bread or a flower arrangement or designing a cool hat or even pottery. We've done pottery as well. So it's just to learn and possibly a new hobby or a new skill and find out where you have the resources here locally to do that.
We're talking with Ms. Maggie Caldwell about our Small Business Showcase Series. Again, those dates, Blue Magnolia Bread Company is on April the 8th at 5:30 there in Saltillo. And then you also got Queen's Reward and 7 Acre Flowers. That is on April the 27th, also at 5:30 there in Tupelo. So you'll get to, attendees get to enjoy one drink or a slushie.
Right. Queen's Reward is definitely a new experience as well, because if you've ever been to the meadery, they make everything in-house. So you get to tour the meadery and learn how they make everything, and of course get to taste test.
There you go.
And then Miss Vanessa from 7 Acres Flowers will do us a honey-inspired, because the meat is made from honey, honey-inspired flower arrangement. And we've done one with 7 Acres Flowers before, and everybody loved it. She brings in all her flowers from her farm and shows you how to do the arrangements, and you get to be creative and take home the flower arrangement. So it's really cool.
Yeah, my buddy Brian Baldwin, he has always twisted my arm to get out to Queen's Reward, of course, unless it's 2 weeks in July. I don't really have enough time to get out there. But, you talk about all this stuff. There may be people sitting there at home or listening on the radio right now being like, this sounds like so much fun, but is it beginner friendly?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You don't have to have any flower arrangement experience or bread making. You can start from scratch. And that's the joy of this. We've had 7, 8-year-old kids come. We've had moms, grandmas, sisters, friends, just all kinds of people come. And it's just a good time, and it's a good way to get out and learn a new hobby or skill and have a good time with your friends.
I think that, and I also think it's good that, in today's society, we can go on YouTube and watch a video on how to do something.
Right.
Or you can, watch TikTok or something like that. But this is a opportunity to experience in real time,
right,
or get your hands dirty and doing it yourself.
Right.
Why do you feel like that's something important in today's age?
Well, for me, I am a visual learner. So just watching something on YouTube, like I have to watch the video 15 times in order to get it. So if I can stop the person explaining and say, hey, wait a minute, that's not working. Like we had a class on crocheting, and you need somebody to watch do that, because
I would still be sitting in class right now because there's no my hands just don't want to operate that way.
Because I was like, I'd get so far and it was like, wait, stop, go back. So they can actually show you in the moment what you're doing right or wrong. So it's very hands-on, like you said, and it's just a great way to learn a new skill.
Absolutely. It sounds like the response for these previous events have been great. I imagine it'll be this way as well. How quickly do people need to register for these events?
Well, pretty quickly. They typically do sell out. So we're excited that April the 8th one, that is at Blue Magnolia in Saltillo, and she can take quite a few more people than Queen's Reward, but it depends on the size of the facility, obviously, but they will sell out. Now, Blue Magnolia is $25. Okay. And you can get your tickets off of our website. And then the Queen's Reward and 7 Acres, you're getting a 2-for-1 on that one. Yeah. So it is $40. And you do have to be 21 and older to go to that one. But it's fun. I'm looking forward to learning about how to make mead. I've done the tour there, and it's really informative. And you would not believe the things that they can do making that mead. It's crazy.
That's awesome. Continuing education at iccms.edu is how you get more information, or you can reserve a spot, or you can contact Renee Chisholm. Is that correct?
That's right.
662-407-1500. Again, that's 662-407-1500. I imagine you can also look on social media, the website, iccms.edu for more information on that. Well, Maggie, we've told a lot of people about all the great things going on with this small business series, small business showcase series, I should say, but I don't think people really understand how great the Belden Center is. Yes. I call it the crown jewel of Northeast Mississippi when it comes to education.
Right.
What else is going on over there?
Well, the Small Business Showcase series comes out of our continuing ed department. So we have all kinds of classes in continuing ed. You can learn how to crochet. You can learn how to drive a forklift. So we have a lot of those kind of classes. And then we have our career pathways, which is our mostly certificate programs like CNA, phlebotomy, those kind of classes that are short term, but they're job specific. So you can take that class and then get a job shortly after. And then we have our credit classes, which is welding, HVAC, electrical, industrial maintenance, all those credit classes. And it's a great time to be at Belden. They're thriving in all of those classes. And with today's workforce, it's nice to have that option for sure.
Yeah, I know another really unique thing about the workforce is the fact that you go to class, but you can also have a job in that workforce area as well. So you're basically all the scholarships, have opportunity to get your school paid for, but not only that, but go to school and get paid at the same time.
Right. There are some programs that do offer work training while you're in class. So you go to class 2 days a week and you work 2 to 3 days a week. So that's definitely an option. And then our WIN Job Center, our Career Services Division, also offers all kinds of programs where they can support, help you find a job, that kind of thing. And then, of course, our Adult Education Department can help get your GED. And then one thing that people don't know is we help you go from, if you need to get a GED or your high set, we can work you all the way through to getting a job. So you can start getting your high school diploma. We can get you job training and professional training, and then we can get you in a program for a job-specific area and then help get you a job.
Once again, visit iccms.edu. You can type in workforce, or better yet, can people go to the Belden Center and kind of
Absolutely. We'd love to see you at the Belden Center. We'd love to see you.
Awesome. Well, Maggie, I appreciate your time. We've been talking with Ms. Maggie Caldwell about our Small Business Showcase coming up. Once again, that's April the 8th, Blue Magnolia Bread Company in South Tupelo. You can learn the art of sourdough bread making, how to fold bread, prepare dough, create your own loaf to take home. And if it's good enough, bring me a slice. That's only $25. The second one will be on April the 27th, Queen's Reward and 7 Acre Flowers. That's going to be in Tupelo, April the 27th at 5:30. You'll enjoy one drink or a slushie, learn the process of making mead, create a small honey-influenced flower arrangement. That cost is $40 because you're getting two for the price. Well, basically getting two at a discounted price instead of being $50, only $40. Again, on this one, though, you have to be 21 years or older to be able to purchase a ticket to the event. Space is limited for both showcases, so early registration is encouraged for these events. Again, you can reserve a spot by contacting Renee Chisholm at 662-407-1500. That's 662-407-1500. Or you can email continuing education, all one word, continuingeducation at iccms.edu. Maggie, anything else we need to add before I cut you loose?
I think we're good, Adam. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Look forward to coming on the show again, keeping up with all things great going over there at the Belden Center. And that's going to do it for today's show. Appreciate everyone that's tuned in here, as always, on Tuesday. We'll be right back here next Tuesday with the ICC Hour being presented by Renasant Bank. Have a blessed day, and as always, roll Tribe.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
that's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renasant Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renasant Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renasant Rewards Extra.
ICC fans, we've got you covered like never before. The all-new Let'sGoICC.com is your award-winning home for everything ICC athletics, and when it's game time or showtime, head to Let'sGoICCTV.com, the official streaming home for ICC athletics, fine arts, and other special events. Watch it live or on demand anytime, anywhere. Let'sGoICC.com and Let'sGoICCTV.com, your front row seat for all things ICC.
It all leads to this moment. It started with stepping out and discovering what you're capable of, planning your future while learning, serving, and getting a real collegiate experience. Because the place you start can change everything. Itawamba Community College. You belong here.